I used to send my co-worker to myself. Oh God. Oh God. Oh fuck. Do I even want to continue reading this? Yo, what's up my people? It's your boy MD, the coldest guy in the scene. Not really. It's been a minute since I've been back on the YouTube thing, yeah. So we're gonna do something a little bit chill back. As you can see, I'm in my room. Nothing too crazy. I mean, obviously making this video because why not? You guys haven't seen me in a minute, but also just have to flex a little bit. Mine's upgraded, you know. As you can see, I'm not filming with my phone this time. Mine's got a new camera, cause man's got. It's not really a new camera. It's kind of this has been used, but it's now mine. Man's got a new camera, cause what you telling me, yeah? Yeah, we're upgraded now, yeah. This is my now vlog camera, guys. So my future videos, you're gonna see me on this thing, yeah. You get me? But yeah, like I said, nothing too crazy. I thought I'd do something that I've never done in this channel before, just as a first time back on this channel. So I'm gonna be reading confessions from the Reddit. Lucky me. Without further ado, let's get started. I am not really looking forward to reading these confessions. I'm one of the reasons my mother will suffer for the rest of her life. We just started. Recently, 2 months ago, I think, I, 17F, female, okay, have been involved in a car accident with my mother in an Uber drive. Nothing too explosive, but my mom hit her head badly. At first I didn't notice it, recovering from the fright and slight injuries, but when I turned around I noticed she had a dazed look on her. We stopped the car and she struggled getting out and I had to carry her out. During the whole wait for the procedures, I should have noticed something deeper was going on. She started kind of drooling, mumbled her answers, couldn't move her head, saw double. Oof. I don't like where this is going, I can't lie. Then she started sobbing and getting angry. We agreed not to go to the emergency room because money, obviously, I didn't insist on, not even a bit. But then she got even angrier and begged me to talk and keep her company. And me, an adult with some medical training, didn't manage to get a word out. I stood there doing none. Right. I don't know how much time passed. Apparently 3 hours of complete silence on my part and screams and sobs from my mom. But this whole time I was out of it and she was concussed with no one to keep an eye on her. Her with history of bad chronic pain and a head injury. Sorry bro. Her condition got worse after we got home, so we finally agreed to go to the emergency room. I begged. Apparently she'll always have a trace of this and already has seizures. Oh God. Oh no. Partially because she has exhausted herself despite the injury. Oh, and I didn't even mention the broken bones. Gee. No kidding. She doesn't let me do stuff for the house anymore, doesn't trust me, knows I'm unreliable, asked me to stop my medical studies. We live in a rural place where life can get physical and exhausting. I'm a bit trained and proved able to help people in shock, or some, but this time I totally effed up for the woman I loved dearly and lived with. I've never felt like this much of a failure. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That's all I have to say. I'm sorry. In fact, am I sorry? No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
I abandoned an old woman after I accidentally knocked her out of her wheelchair when I was a kid.
Right. There used to be an old lady in our town. She was deaf and was on a wheelchair. She was very sweet though, always smiling and giving money to random kids to buy candy for themselves. I would see kids usually make fun of her. Of course, she would have no idea what they were saying since she was deaf. Our town was usually quiet. Is that meant to... Okay, spelled quiet wrong. Our town was usually quiet during the afternoon. One day I was in a rush coming back from my classes. I was around 10 years old at the time and I was running really fast. Just as I turned around the alleyway, I bumped so hard into someone. Yes, it was the old lady. She mostly spent her time outside just sitting there and staring and observing what was happening around her. And that time she fell off the wheelchair because of me. I looked back and saw blood on the ground. Oh no. Oh no. She had not seen me yet, and this is the part that I still feel horrible about. Instead of helping her, I decided to run away because I was scared that I would get caught. Let's just pray this guy doesn't have a car and can drive, because if he can, yeah, you might want to have to stay off the streets, bro. He's doing a hit and run on everybody in this house. I knew she was hurt and I still left her there. I did not call anyone or even go back to check on her. I just ran. Later I heard that the lady had fallen because she was hit by a ball. Where did the ball come from, sorry? Did it just spawn? Like, I'm confused. I was honestly surprised because I knew what had actually happened. It was not a bull, it was me. Oh, so they thought the bull ran her. Okay, you're evil for that. You're yeah. She told everyone that it was a bull and nobody ever found out that I had knocked her over. After that incident, I heard that she had stopped talking much and rarely talked even to her family members. For so many months, I avoided taking that alleyway because I was scared of seeing her. But one day I had to take that route and I saw her sitting there. I still cannot forget the look she gave me. It was as if she was indirectly saying welcome and telling me without words that she knew I was the one who hit her. But she was not going to tell anyone. I felt so ashamed that I just ran away again. So this is what PTSD is doing to guys. I never ran that hard in my life. I never got to say sorry to her, and I never told anyone around me the truth. And the worst part is that she knew and still saved me from getting caught. She could have told her family that I had knocked her over as she used to talk and see just fine, but instead she blamed it on a bull. I was only 10 years old and the collision itself was an accident, but leaving her there was something I chose to do because I was scared. And that is what... What's with this grammar? What's with this spelling pump at? That is why I feel guilty about even after all these years. So many years have passed away. I still to this day cannot get the guilt off my chest. Every time I go back to my hometown, I think about her and sometimes I dream about the day and wake up teary-eyed. And you decided to post this on the Reddit. Why? If you're still guilty about it and nobody knew it was you and then you just confessed that it was... I don't know about that one still, I can't lie. I'm not gonna read the full context. I'm just gonna read the caption and just move on because I don't want this video to get way too long and I want to read a lot of confessions. I called 911 on my ex-boyfriend and now he is a registered sex offender. Okay, well, I slept with my ex-uncle and I haven't told anyone. Okay, well, I mean, you've told us now and what the hell, dude? Okay, this one's not really too long. Okay, I'll read this one. My ex and I were together for 2 years before he broke up with me completely out of nowhere. After we broke up, I ended up sleeping with his uncle. Why would you... Why? Why would you do? His uncle was already separated from his partner at the time, so I wasn't knowingly sleeping with someone who was currently in a relationship. The part I feel guilty / conflicted about is that I actually wanted my ex to find out. Do you know what? I'm never going to complain that my life is trashy again. I heard his uncle had cheated on his partner before and wait. You found out that the uncle cheated on his former wife, I guess, and you hate cheating, but then you broke up with your ex-boyfriend and decided to sleep with your... So at that point, you're just basically cheating. I hate cheating, so part of me feels like he deserves to know. Right. But if I'm being completely honest with myself, I also wanted to tell him because I hate him and I wanted to create conflict between him and his uncle. Okay, so you're just a beg then. You're bad. No, you know what so you're bad. I want to know who broke up with you. I want to know who broke. You know what? From the story, I know he broke up with you. He was definitely the one that broke up with you. Do you know what? I'm glad he did because. No, he dodged. No, this guy dodged the bullet. What makes me feel even worse is that I still talk to my ex's mom and sister. They were genuinely sweet to me and I care about what they think of me. I'm terrified that if they ever found out I slept with their family member, they'll look at me completely differently. And you decided to confess this in the internet, which they may see, meaning they will end up thinking about you differently or of you differently. So what did you fix here? Like I said, it's been a while since I've done these short videos, so if you want more of these, just make sure you hit subscribe, turn post notifications down below, like the video, and obviously comment in it. I'm trying to hear your thoughts. If you want me to read more confessions or if you want to make your own confession, you know, just let me know and I'll set that up in it. I used to send my co-worker to myself from... Oh God! Oh Father! Genuinely, what is wrong with people? Like, How can you? How? Oh my day. I don't think I even want to read the next part of this. I don't even want to read the context. Why? Why would you do this? Oh god. Oh god. Back in high school, I used to lifeguard and work at this one pool that was small enough. It only required 2 lifeguards. One of us would be on stand for 30 minutes. The other would check patrons, I think, of miscellaneous tasks. The check-in table was well out of view of the stand, so she couldn't see me going through her phone. One day I paid attention to what my co-worker's password was to unlock her phone, and when she went on stand, I started snooping. Oh god. She had in her camera roll as well as a lot of sent via text to her boyfriend, and I ended up sending them to my phone, and I would use them to pleasure my She has a man! She has a man! Do I even want to continue reading this? Like, you knew she had a boyfriend. You paid attention to what her password was. So then you can snoop, send the news that she sends to her boyfriend. So then you can... Why would you confess that? Why would you confess that? I swear you could go to jail for this. You could go to jail for this. Wait, no, this is an invasion of privacy. No, in fact, it is an invasion of privacy. It's illegal as well. I swear it's illegal, I lie. Madam, it's illegal, I lie. Like, you've basically confessed to the world. Now people could use that in court, and then you could... Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you're cooked. Buddy, you're cooked. I'm just gonna stop reading these because, oh my days, you know what? That's enough for today. That's enough confessions today. That was just a little something. Back to the channel. Obviously, hit subscribe, like, comment, and you know, do all the things. And yeah, give me some ideas of what videos I can do next. Deuces, and deuces. Peace.